It's your boy, D Weezy, YouTube family. What's going on, people? What up, though? What's going on with y'all? How y'all day been? How was y'all week? Y'all staying focused? Y'all staying productive? Who falling off? Who need help? I can't say it enough. It ain't nothing better than water. Nothing is better than water, y'all. Yeah, what's going on with y'all? How y'all been? I saw something earlier, y'all, that was just what I saw could have turned out to be a nasty sight to see. But it didn't get to that nasty sight to see. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm doing what I'm doing. Everybody just in this environment just doing what they doing. And I'm facing this way. Another guy is facing toward where the situation could have got nastier at. He facing that way, but he kind of looking up at the TV and doing whatever he doing. And next thing you know, he just got up yelling like, "Hey, get that baby." Everybody jumped and looked in his direction, followed his voice. So I hear something about a baby. So everybody like, what's going on? I guess these people throwing this little get together, right? At this building next door from where I was at. So I'm guessing the lady was getting her baby out the truck. Raphael, what up, though? How you doing, Raphael? How your day been? So this lady was getting her baby out the truck. I'm guessing she got the baby out the truck, sat her to the side. I'm guessing this how it happened because it happened so quick. But maybe the guy was already kind of like on it because he already facing that way. Maybe she probably got the baby out the car seat because the baby was that little. Looked like she was about 2 or 3 because she was walking. Got her out the car seat, put her on the ground, and was getting some other stuff. And just that quick, the baby was running in the street on a busy street. On a busy street. I'm guessing when my man hit the door to head outside, because we inside of a place, he's seeing this from, he inside looking out. His voice made everybody jump, and then the way he rushed out the door made people jump even more. And I'm guessing it made the baby jump to where the baby was able to kind of like turn around out of just being scared. As soon as that baby turned around, it was cars just, they was already coming up the street because it's a busy street. They going this way on this side of the street and that way on this side of the street. It seemed like as soon as that baby turned around, cars started flying by even more. That could have turned out real ugly. That baby would have been in the air like a football. Could have been real nasty. The mama jumping, and I'm like, man, the shit could have been nasty, y'all. A baby that little flying in the air like a football, and that's what it would have been. The cars is going. I mean, most of us drive over the speed limit. That don't mean we driving reckless, because some of these speed limit signs be go 25 miles an hour, and it feel like you going 10 miles an hour. But everybody do at least 5 or 10 miles over the hour, and that ain't really considered reckless. But I'm just saying, these cars just driving regularly. But just imagine how the speed is on a busy street. It's a busy street, so the speed is going, y'all. We talk about anywhere from 50 to 80 miles an hour. I mean, there's cars in back of me right now on this same street that this situation could have happened on, because I left from there and just came out here to do my live. And my day was good and productive. That's what's up on Raphael. That's always a good thing. That's always a plus. But if that baby would have got hit by one of them cars, That's all people was saying, man. Like, in the environment I was in, I know the mama was, we was feeling like how the mama was feeling. It was a little baby, so we thinking protective and this and that, and she wondering what a baby to do. Like, she right here. Like, baby got out of her sight just that quick. That baby would have been in the air like a football. It'd have been like the baby got hit twice, because the impact would have took her out. Then don't forget she got to land. So the landing, she coming down, and her head snapping back, her neck, like it just would have been nasty. And the cars coming up the street wouldn't have braked. They wouldn't have had time to brake. They would have braked once the baby was already hit. Because don't forget, when somebody, I can see, it kind of reminds you like as if a car running a light, but the biggest difference is you gonna see this big body of metal, whether it's a van or SUV, a small car, you gonna kind of still see that in a sense. You know, a 2 or 3 year old baby, y'all, that's, the baby not even taller than like your headlights on the car. The baby is short, so you ain't gonna see that until you done hit her with full speed with no brakes involved. Could have been nasty, man. I'm talking about everybody's heartbeat was beating fast. Yeah, but actually, there's people pulling up. There's people pulling up for that event. They throwing something. I think somebody probably going off to college or something. It's a truck actually just pulled up behind me. There's a bunch of people in there. They about to get out and go there. They all lined up, parked. So that celebration, whatever they doing, could have turned into the complete opposite. All it takes is a millisecond to take your eyes off of kids, and all hell can break loose. And that's exactly what it was about to be, Raphael. The baby 2 or 3. People going down in speed, like just regular speed, not nothing reckless, just whether it's 5 miles over the speed limit, 10, they just driving. The last thing you expecting, anybody that's driving, is a baby to be coming out of nowhere. Everything else you can kind of brace yourself for. A person running a light and your light green, or they done shot by or whatever, like, because everything else got size to it. Dart, you can even see that. We talk about a baby that ain't even, she not even taller than the hood to where you can even prepare to even hit the brakes. Once you see her, you already hit her. Anyway, y'all, because I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I know they still thinking about it. The mama probably still thinking about it. If I'm still thinking about it, I know the mama's still thinking about it, because the guys who I was just around was still talking about it before I just got on live. So you can't tell me the mama who actually child it was, being a woman and emotional, not still thinking. You know, she probably told somebody, yeah, girl, she was in the street. It's a good thing the guy next door, you know, stopped her and yelled. You know, so she, just like I'm telling y'all, she probably telling some people too. Yo, shout out to the chat. Let me see, we got BGT live matches. Brother, please would you give me a favor? Brother, BGT live matches. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this back up. How you said, Lahat Lyric? What's going on, Lahat Lyric? Yep, but it's amazing, y'all. Like, life can change right in the blink of an eye. Yep. Blink of an eye. That was like the that part really like changed like my day, y'all. It was, that's all we kept saying, the fellas, like, that would have been nasty. It definitely wouldn't have been something I wanted to see. Just the sound of the impact, the baby flying and blood, and yeah, it would have been. But anyway, everything turned out to be good with that, y'all. So yeah, and I believe the sound of the dude's voice yelling like scared the baby to do a turnaround. I think that's how it went. It happened so quick. That had to been what it was. Why did otherwise the baby would have kept going forward? Next you know, car come, bam. So I think the voice kind of started the baby. It was a little girl. But I just wanted to get on here and mention that. BGT Lab Matches. I'm sure once you listen to me, you'll surely understand everything. But yeah, y'all. So yeah. But yeah. What's up with y'all though? What's going on? It's the holiday weekend where I'm at. For those who don't know, I'm in Detroit, Michigan. I'm in the U.S. So to put it that way, I'm in the U.S. So it's holiday weekend. I don't really get into the holidays. It's kind of like I used to. I mean, just like most people, but it's kind of like I done saw so many holidays and there's so much fake stuff going on out here. I like good energy, and there's people I still can be around, and sometimes I do. But most of the time with me, it's all about being thankful to see another holiday, because a lot of people ain't make it to see another holiday. A lot of people ain't make it to be back in school for a new semester. So I just be thankful just to see another one. And as long as my day is peaceful and positive, I'm good. And my days be peaceful and positive, y'all. There's been times I done spent the holiday just kind of chilling and working on stuff, but it was my own oasis. I had my favorite meal. I'm eating some of my favorite fruits. Back then when I was watching TV, I watched my favorite movie, one of them, or listen to my favorite music. Like everything was my way. Loving myself, everything was my way. And in the meantime, somebody just went to a big gathering and they fighting, and the cousin and got into it with another cousin. So it really just, it's all about energy. Protect your energy. You got a nice, let me see, I work on the holiday, just another day to me. Yeah, Raphael, it's like, once you get older, you know, a lot of stuff like people that's older do, like holiday stuff. A lot of it, of course, you know, is family type, but if they got kids, it kind of, you be more into it because you want them to grow up experiencing it, and the pressure is kind of on, like, okay, well, you ain't cooked for your family, you ain't, you know. But I get it. But my daughter 18, so I ain't really have to be having a Christmas tree up, and for the past 4 or 5 years, I mean, she with her mama, so they do all that. They'll go wherever they go, and you know, she visit me, but my stuff was just like really another day. But I ain't stop her or them from doing what they doing. I don't knock it. I'm just saying, like, I'm just kind of glad I don't have to do all that cooking. I'm glad that I don't have to get up and get ready and go over this person's house, and that's cool when the energy right, but people need to get used to kind of like loving themselves and doing them, and being good with it. Because once the holiday come, it's gonna go just like all these seasons, summer, another day. So yeah, you got another day you can pull up and see. Because even if you go to a family gathering, it's only a handful of them people that you really excited to see like that. Everybody else you really just hugging and seeing based on their title. Hey auntie, hey cousin, so and so. Yeah, you got some love for them, but that love ain't deep like that, like your cousin that you see and y'all start smiling, and your favorite auntie. And so it's only like probably a handful that the love is really real and deep for. Everybody else just going off titles. Hey cuz, hey auntie. Mostly everybody don't even like each other or talking behind each other back. So it's all about peace for me, y'all. I'm not big on holidays anymore. I've gotten older. Yeah, man, it's just like when summer come. It's like even when summer come, I just be happy because winter is over or spring is over from all the rain. Like, it ain't really like, I'm an adult, so I can take a trip. I can go somewhere. I can somewhat create a summer somehow. I can kind of, I can always go out and do something. So It's mainly just really just the weather. But as far as like excited, I don't get excited because it's summertime. I mean, when I was younger, and I ain't had really the control of my life like that. But the excitement for a season like that ain't really a thing for me. I just kind of just, all right, I'm happy it's here. Yep. Raphael, what was for dinner, man? Or what is for dinner? Yep. But yeah, y'all, we just gotta be appreciative. Matter of fact, y'all know how many. I was telling somebody this earlier. Like, a lot of the holiday stuff nowadays is like so overrated to where. Now I'm about to make a good point. A lot of this stuff nowadays is so overrated as far as when it comes to holidays. Y'all know how many fast food places like McDonald's and Little Caesars is gonna be banging like this weekend. Y'all know how many people is gonna be ordering or eating that type stuff or some DoorDash for the holiday. Like, people don't really be feeling like cooking, y'all. That's because people are more stressed, they overwork and underpaid. So you think they feel like cleaning the refrigerator out? Like, it's a process. I'm about to name it. Do you think they feel like cleaning the refrigerator out, washing the dishes, mopping the floor, wiping the counters off, then going to the supermarket to put this food on a clean surface without dishes being in the sink and the refrigerator got old juice spills from whatever meats or sauces in there? Like, and then they gotta prep this food, cut it, cook it. Yeah, a lot of people, that's because cooking is a job when you cooking like some big portions. Like, it's overrated. Like, y'all know how many people gonna be just eating regular stuff, and regular stuff is some of the best stuff. Like, it's people just gonna be fixing a big pot of spaghetti and some fried chicken. Y'all know that's some of the best eating right there. It ain't the healthiest, but I'm just saying, like, taste wise, you can't get mad at somebody who just told you, yeah, shoot, we just chilled out, just made some spaghetti and some fried chicken. They gonna be like, that's a win. That's a win. And then for the average adult, I mean, most holiday food ain't gonna be too exciting, because for the average adult, or for every adult, they can always pull up at a soul food place all throughout the week to get holiday food: chicken, turkey, yams, sweet potato pie, cake, potato salad. Like, that's the holiday food is always out 24/7. It's called a soul food restaurant. And they everywhere. Yep. So it's really just whatever you make it to be. I'm thinking some baked chicken. Yeah, that's what's up, right? You can never go wrong with chicken, because you can mix and match what you do with it. You can just never go wrong. It's lean, so even if you don't feel like eating, you can't go wrong with chicken. You don't know what you want to eat, it's gonna be chicken something. Chicken wrap, baked chicken, chicken pasta, like whatever it's gonna be, you just cannot go wrong with chicken. Jamie Castillo, pray please, and thanks you God. Shout out to you, Castillo. Hey, yo, Castillo, shout out your city, state, or country. Where you located? But yeah, y'all, I love getting on the lives, though. I remember my first live, y'all. I know you remember, Raphael, because you've been there pretty much since day one. Yep, I know you remember the first live. I was at a park, and I said it's time to level up the channel. It's time to push forward with everything. I say it's been time. But really, I was saying it was been time, but that was really the perfect time, because it's levels to this. You got to get used to this. You got to get used to knowing how to anchor the camera. You got to get used to talking to the audience, knowing how to talk to the audience. Yep. Name, let me ask y'all something. Name something or a few things that y'all are passionate about. Because I was talking to a dude earlier, and keep in mind, all this stuff is dealing with mental health, it's physical, like it's all the same thing. You can't have one without the other. But I was talking to this younger guy earlier. He about to be back in school, but he from Africa. They from Ghana. Cool people. Real cool people, right? He got like, I don't know. I know it's 3 of them because I see them on the regular, but it's 3 of them. They from Ghana. And they been here in the States for a while. But anyway, so I was asking them, I say, so what's your plan like when you finish school? Like when you graduate, well, like you going to college? Like what's the end goal? He said, well, I wanted to be a pilot. So when he said he wanted to be a pilot, I'm like, dang. I said, that's what's up, man. That's different. That's big. So he said, yeah, I want to be a pilot, but that's not my passion. I said, you know what? That's the best way to kind of like balance what he just said. Because he said he wanted to be a pilot, but it's not his passion. Meaning, like, okay, I'm up here with it. I know I want to do something big. I know I am somebody already, but this is not really it for me. Because, in other words, if I was going to this, it'd mainly be, maybe I like planes, maybe I like the money, but I can't see myself doing this for a long time. But what I did ask him, I said, so what's your passion? He said soccer. He said it with no hesitation. His whole body language changed. His tone of voice changed. His eyes lit up. I said, well, you need to do that. He said, yeah, I just got to talk it over with my dad. Y'all know, like, certain cultures is deep, like when it come to what they gonna be, a doctor, this and that. And I'll say African culture is one of the ones that they usually want you to like follow the family tradition as far as like what they want you to do. A lot of them, I can't speak for all, but he said he hadn't talked to his dad. He got to talk to his dad. I said, yeah, you know, you talk to your dad and you hear him out because that's your leader, that's your provider, and you be respectful. I say, but make sure you still stick to whatever you want to be at the end of the day. I say, even if they get mad about it and they thinking the doctor thing is to be better and all this type stuff, I say, now just imagine you doing that. I mean, the pilot thing, right? Just imagine you doing that and they thinking that's better for you because it sounds good and it's bigger, it's just the title versus a soccer player. And you wind up doing a pilot thing, all to be down and depressed down the line, down and out, down and depressed, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And now you telling them what your passion was. And then they get mad saying, well, you should have followed your passion. That's what I'm telling them, bro, it's your life. You're at an age to where you should know what you want to do. And you need to go ahead and make that decision. Raphael, yeah, you did say that on your first live in the park. Yep. I'm passionate about weightlifting for a healthy lifestyle. Man, ain't nothing like touching some weights, I tell you that. It's just a feeling like, it's like you got the world in your hand, man. You just, like weights make me just feel powerful, man. They bring out like this, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the word, I'm gonna think of it in a minute. I'm thinking too hard. But I'm telling y'all, like, instinct. It's like primal. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like primal, like it brings out the inner beast. It's like a fight and flight. It's like survival, all bottled in one. It's like fear, toughness, all in one, y'all. the healthy lifestyle, working out, doing resistance training, bending, twisting, lifting, squatting, jumping, and you got to keep this going for as long as you can, because that's how it's going to be. Because like I always tell people, the weak always get tested first. That's around the world. That's with different species. You go in the animal kingdom, they don't go after, just say, any animal. But we can just gonna say lions right now. Lions don't go after giraffes and elephants first. They go after elephants and giraffes last, after they done got tired and exhausted from not being able to catch their prey or not being able to find a prey. But notice when they do hunt or go after the lion, go after the elephant or the giraffe, they come right. They come prepared, y'all. It's like, what, 5, 6 deep, 8 deep. One on this leg, one on this leg, one jumping on the back, one on this other leg. And I ain't even lie, man, it be some amazing stuff, like how they bring them big animals down, man. It be some amazing stuff. And of course, I always see them lions take down a giraffe quicker than an elephant. It's almost as if I can count how many times I saw National Geographic and saw how the lions took down an elephant. It's like I almost can count how many times. But a giraffe, the lions taking down a giraffe, man, I can't even count how many. I done saw so many of those. They'll get it, get the other leg, one biting at the tail part, and y'all know once that giraffe get to leaning over, that long ass neck, it's a wrap. It's just, and then they latch on to the neck, it's a wrap. But the elephants, I've saw like maybe a handful, maybe. And I saw a lot of National Geographic. I'm talking about maybe. Yeah. Like a sight to see, y'all. Let me see. Passionate about weightlifting for a working lifestyle. I'm also passionate about not drinking, smoking, and clubbing. Yeah, I feel you, because I was Ralphie, I was actually around one of my peoples who I didn't grow up with them, but it was like it was like the mid part of my life, like those late 20s. Like I say mid to late 20s, right at that 30 mark, early 30. So we was linked up around that time, and he mentioned yesterday, I saw him. He's like, yeah, man, we used to hit the club. We used to tear the club up, as far as like, club hopping and not fighting and nothing like that, but he was just talking about tear the club up, as far as like, we used to hit different clubs and go here and go there and have fun. And I just can't, I can't do it. I can't do it. Only time I step into a club type environment is when I'm out the country, y'all. It be on a whole nother level though. It's like, yeah, it's amazing actually. So it don't be like as if I'm here. It don't be like as if I'm here some young wild stuff. It's just like a grown setting. Like, yeah, yep. Good music, good drinks. I don't even drink like that, y'all. Only time I drink here when I'm in the States is maybe twice throughout the year. I think I only drunk one time this year outside of if I was out the country. I'd be too busy. I'm already satisfied. My food is more satisfying than the drink. The drink, like, I'm good, and I'm not around nobody that's drinking like that. That's why I say environment is everything. That's a big part of mental health. Environment is every fucking thing, y'all. You change the environment, you change everything. Let me see, Q-Man. Man, I'm fit. What it be? What's good with you, Q-Man? How your day been, man? How the weekend? Make sure you make that tweet, Q-Man. I think we was talking about, moving your body after you eat that cheat meal that you having with your family or your people, move your body. Do that one tweak. Always recommend like one tweak at a time for 30 to 60 days. And y'all know y'all should see some gains off doing something consistently for 30 days after making a tweak. Y'all should see something in a 30 day, within a 30 day. That's enough time, but you got to make sure you being straight up consistent with it. And then see what that do. Somebody dog loose. It's a pit bull. Oh, it's a dude. Well, I don't know if it's his dog, if he's scaring him. Because the dog is in the middle of the street. Oh, that was his dog, I'm guessing. My bad, y'all. I got a little distracted. Because this car here had to stop in front of me. I'm like on a side street and the busy street is in back of me. It's a nice little peaceful area. Y'all see the trees right here. So it's just nice little peaceful area. But I guess that was that dude's dog. But yeah, Q-Man, do that tweak. And this for everybody. Do one tweak. If something not working, go up on your protein for 30 to 60 days. But make sure you own it. If something is not working, move your body more. Maybe you ain't moving your body enough. If something is not working, instead of 8 to 10 reps, do 10 to 12 reps. Like I'm telling you, do one tweak at a time. I'm telling y'all will see it. A lot of us is one tweak away from the results that they want to get. And then once you get your results off that, once we get our results off that, move on to another tweak. All right, now I got this going. Now, how do I get this more cut up? You see what I'm saying? Now you got your formula in place. You don't want to change 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. 2, I would say you really got to know what you're doing, but I would say one tweak at a time. And then if you don't see none in 30 days, try that other one that you was going to do as far as the 2 things. But do the one first. And then if you don't see what's what with that, do that second one. Do that second one. And see what that gets you. Yep. But most of us is like one tweak away from our goals. Yep. One tweak at a time for 30 days to 60 days. Y'all know how much gains we can get off one tweak for 30 to 60 days? Consistently, though. You can't be playing with it. You got to be consistent. Increase the protein. Lower your carbs if you ain't cutting body fat. Move your body more if you ain't dropping weight. Like it's a few ways you can do whatever. You trying to gain mass? All right, well, maybe you ain't eating enough, even though you think you eating enough. Maybe, and I always recommend y'all, like if somebody is trying to gain like weight or mass, I always recommend like add on another meal completely. Because that if you not gaining, that means the amounts that you eat, and even if you think it's a lot, is breaking you even with your activity and you lifting weight and your protein. More than likely, you think you eating enough, but you're not. So once you once you keep breaking even like that, just add in another meal to that. Even if it's a half a meal, just add in another meal and hold on to that and let your system get used to that. But still make sure your activity level is about the same. You definitely don't want it to speed up, because if it speed up, whatever you done picked up as far as eating, and you done speeded up your activity level, you working more, you walking more at the job, now that's about to eat up those extra calories. So you don't want, that'll be like kind of like two tweaks. So make sure whenever y'all doing those tweaks, everything else is staying the same. That's how you get your formula that's gonna work for you. And all of this stuff is pretty much what everybody doing. You just trying to get the exact formula that's gonna work for you. Since you moving around more or less, you got a different goal from me or her. Yeah, that's how we do it. So Q-Man, thanks for the cheat meal tips. Locked and clocked in. Down 229 from 236 as of 18th of August. Focus my bro. Yeah, that's all. Like I say, we calorie counting our stuff by knowing we grabbing some of the same stuff that we love to eat that's healthy. So that's our calorie counting. The scale is only for us to plate it up when we just getting going to show us what it's looking like. So as long as we being close to that and we moving our body enough, it's no way. So pretty much the cheat meal don't supposed to do no damage as far as us moving forward. The biggest thing that the cheat meal is gonna do, it's gonna take away our nutrition value, because the cheat meal ain't gonna be nutrient dense like that meal that we would have ate instead of the cheat meal. So just say we eat 2 meals a day, right? Well, we got rid of one of those to add in the cheat meal. Well, we know the cheat meal ain't gonna be high in protein, healthy fats, lower calories. No, you taking a hit. That's why you get rid of one of the meals, add in a cheat meal, and then you still got that other meal to still get some good quality nutrients. That's why we got to make sure that one of those meals out of the cheat meal day is packed with as much nutrients as possible. That way we not losing overall. We still getting as much as protein. We still getting a good amount of healthy fat. That's what we do. That's why one of the meals got to be 100% healthy, and the other one will be the cheat meal, so they balance each other out. That's how we going for it. It's like the perfect formula, y'all, to where once we get our stuff in place, you really ain't got to think about it. Really ain't got to think about it. Oh, you hungry? Well, eat whole foods. That's the best way to balance it. If you're going to overdo it on some whole foods. If you're going to overdo it on some fruits, overdo it on some vegetables. That's how I would do it. If I'm going to overdo it, because that'll give me more peace of mind. Like, all right, I just overdone it, but I just overdone it by eating an extra cup of mixed fruit. Yeah, let me overdo it on that if I'm going to overdo it. Because I got more peace of mind just knowing this is a whole food. This ain't no added sugar. Even if this got a high amount of sugar, it still ain't added sugar. So this will give me some type of focus. And then over time, we just got to build from there. Like, all right, I overdone it. I overdone it again on the whole food. Don't forget, we talk about whole food. And then eventually, you just pull back like, okay, I ain't overdo it like I usually done it. And then every blue moon, you might overdo it. Because if y'all thinking that people that's out here in shape don't overdo shit, I don't know what else to tell y'all. We overdo stuff, but you got to know when. Like, leave a big-ass gap if you're going to overdo. Like, okay, it's been 2-3 months since I overdone it. So, yeah, this ain't going to stick. Yeah, the whole thing is completely getting rid of the bad before you hit your system with bad again. And Q-Man, like all you was doing was, your overdoing probably was like 2 days. I mean, not 2 whole days, but 2 cheat meals. Like, that's how much you probably was eating to make up for lost time. Like, probably. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm just saying, like, otherwise your gain should keep going forward. And whatever you ate bad should be gone in 2 days easy. It just should be gone. Just say even if you push it to 3 days, don't forget it should be gone. So we cleared a meal just to add that in there. So it ain't like we still eating our same 2 meals, plus we getting a cheat meal, and that's 3 meals for that day. No, we already winning. We already halfway into winning just by getting rid of one of the meals, even though it was a healthy meal, to add that in there. All people do in the fitness industry is make room for their bad meals that they eat. They just make room for it. They make room as far as calorie wise. We gonna take a hit on the nutrients because it's not gonna be as nutrient dense, but that's all we do. We just make room for it. And that's a good way to know, okay, my calories is still gonna be about the same. Like, I ain't tripping, and even if it's over, I still made room for this. It's like the perfect formula as far as keeping stuff natural. Stick to whole foods and eat 1 cheat meal a week and don't overdo it. And if you're going to overdo some stuff, wait till you get some gains. That's the thing. Like, wait till you get some gains. You done ate twice. You eating twice in a week as far as some cheat stuff. Wait till you get some gains. Now you go in and you done ate some twice that week. Now you know you got to go in and do some cleanup. Now, wait till you get some gains before you overdo it again. But if you ain't getting no gains, it's going to keep you right there. And you wonder why you ain't moving forward, because you doing too much of the bad stuff. You gotta up the good stuff. You gotta up the good stuff. That's all it is. You gotta keep the good stuff going, and then that way the bad stuff is not gonna affect what you got going. It's like the perfect formula, if you ask me, because you gotta think, all right, you got somebody in front of you, just say, even if it's not me, they're telling you, all right, well, you gotta change your eating habits. All right, so what do healthy eating habits look like? I'm gonna tell y'all what it looked like. It looked like whole foods. It looked like not eating too much processed stuff. It looked like not eating chips, fast food, Coney Island, cheeseburger deluxe, a whole medium large pizza, all this ranch, all this honey barbecue sauce for Happy's Pizza, honey barbecue wings. Like, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. The answer is simple, but that don't mean it's easy to do, especially when we grew up eating all this bullshit. But the answer is going to be simple. You can talk to a certified nutritionist who went to school for 50 years. Okay, you got to change your eating habits, Mr. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so. We don't need you eating all and drinking all it. Okay, so what should I eat? Well, what you think she going to tell you to eat? What is considered food? Not the stuff that's in the boxes and with all the 20, 30 different ingredients that you can't even pronounce. No. Eat this, eat lean, stay away from the sodium. Okay, well, all she just said was some whole foods. Stay away from the stuff that's processed. The table salt, eat the sea salt. Eat the pink Himalayan salt. Like, pretty much all the stuff that's in its whole form, 1, maybe 2 ingredients. But all the whole foods is going to usually be in 1 ingredient, y'all. The more ingredients, the more garbage is in there, especially if you can't pronounce it. Now, if it got all ingredients that you can pronounce, like oregano, thyme, basil, cayenne, I mean, all those is herbs. So you win it. Onion powder, garlic, so you win it. But boxed macaroni and cheese we used to grow up with, I used to cook that stuff. Cook it up, fry some wings in the flour with all the, the extra sodium from the Lawry seasoning salt. And, I admit the stuff was good, but hey, like I always say, it was the worst stuff. We was putting this bad stuff in our system from the beginning, y'all. And when they say hereditary, I don't know if I mentioned this to y'all before. When they say, oh, yeah, it's hereditary running my family, I'm telling you, I watched something or read it, and it made perfectly good sense. That don't mean it running your family as far as through your blood system. It running your family as far as what you around. You picked up those same traits. You eat that stuff too. You cook that stuff too. Which, think about it. What do we eat for holiday? All the same garbage stuff. Sweet potatoes with all the sugar in it. Macaroni and cheese with all the processed stuff in it. Fried pork chops, fried this, and all the little extra stuff with all the packed sugars, sodium, and it's hereditary. It's what we're around. It's what we see. It's what we do. We see what we do. We act however way we're around it. That's how I go. Well, I say environment is everything. That's a big part of mental health. If a lot of people remove themselves from certain environments they in, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the world will be a better place. Yeah, Q man, that's what's up though. My next thing to work on is eating too much sodium. That's a hard one for me. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, but once you, like I say, this stuff take time, y'all, and it's only because of one thing. We grew up on it, and we've been eating this stuff for decades. We've been eating this stuff for decades, y'all. So you gotta think like it's gonna take a while to correct. As soon as we see it, as soon as we smell it, people that we're around, they fix it. So you gotta try to make your adjustments off that. But yeah, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. If you want to stick around, if you want to be healthy, if you want your joints, like a lot of the stuff people experiencing, it's the food. Joint problems, back pain, asthma, this, that, food. That's what it's from, y'all. It's the food. Most of the health issues will be gone once they tighten up those damn ingredients that they put in their system. We can't even pronounce most of these ingredients, y'all. and all people pay attention to, which is the people that's marketing and stuff, they know it. All we paying attention to when we buy this stuff is the box or the bottle that it's coming in and the picture that it got on it, like, and how it smell maybe. That's it. Oh, yeah, I gotta get this. This is like, this what? Caramel cake icing? Oh yeah, I love caramel cake. Let me grab this. Yeah, that's all we paying attention to. Ain't nobody looking in the back of the damn label saying, oh, they got this, I got this, I don't know what that is, I don't know what that is. And they say they got 50 grams added sugar, they got this, they got some soda. So most of the stuff you can't even pronounce. Yeah, once we tighten that up, y'all, but like I say, this is a lifestyle. It's gonna take time. But every time we look around, definitely every year we look around, we should see a big ass change, y'all. There's no way these 12 months should be like next year's 12 months. There's no way this 12 months should be like last year's 12 months. That's a lot of time. Like, I can see we going into September. I can see if you like, all right, we in August, but September is supposed to be a complete turnaround. No, but every time we look around, we supposed, because all these little tweaks, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, they add up. Next thing you know, 6 months, year passed by, 3 months passed by. You like, dang, I'm on a complete different, and then you get to see them results, it's over with. You gotta see the results, because the results is gonna let you know that you actually working hard and it's working. When we don't see the results, that's pretty much saying, yeah, you ain't, nah, you doing enough to not look like how you used to look, but your outside is a reflection on what's going on the inside. And the inside, the metabolism need to be burning, the fat need to be burning. On the inside, the mind need to be making these tweaks. Like, we should always be making some type of tweak little by little. My tweaks be little by little, and they be subtle, but before you know it, 1 month, 2 months, I'm like, dang, now I'm buying these now. Ain't no telling what type of fruit I'm gonna be buying or vegetables I'm gonna be buying come next month. And we about to be going into the fall season, y'all. Let me see. Sodium is a tough one to crack. Yeah, it is. That sodium is addictive. And you named the right, you actually named the right 2 words in that one, Raphael. Sodium is a tough one to crack. Sodium is crack. Sodium is crack. Like, that's, man, it took me a minute to crack that one, y'all. So that's why I say, if we stick to whole foods, it controls it. You in way more control. My sodium is hot sauce. It ain't got no calories. I put enough on there to make sure I'm good, and I'm good. I put enough on there to make sure I'm good, and I'm good, y'all. Yep. This girl got her hair down to her calves. It ain't her real hair, but I know y'all done seen them girls. There's still a lot of them doing it now, but not like how it was. My daughter had her stuff like that too. Little braids, and they be hanging all the way down. Her hair was longer than her. My daughter little, but her hair was all the way down, almost to that girl, to the calves. She got her red hair. Actually, the color actually don't look bad on her, especially since the sun was shining on it. But yeah, basically you can't eat out because they load that food. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you gotta stick to whole foods. And whenever you eat out, it's automatically a bad meal, even if it's supposed to be some type of healthiness. Because, okay, just say you go to what's the one place, Chipotle or whatever, For one, they got the tortillas. For two, they got the rice. Yeah, but what type of rice? And then, okay, they cooking this stuff in this and the water. What type of water? Like, it's so many, and you can't control none of that shit. You can't control none of it. Only thing you can control is what size you get. Let me get the large. Let me get the small. Those same ingredients are still in all of that. That's why I say the best thing you can do, if you want to avoid even trying to even figure it out, is eat like that once a week. Now you got a big gap to get rid of it, still make gains before it's time for you to hit your system with one of those dirty meals again. Y'all can't tell me it ain't a good form. It's just all about really just locking and loading on it. It's a no-brainer form to where you ain't got a calorie count on the scale. You ain't got you already knowing what you getting just based off it being a whole food. You winning. You winning. It's a whole food. Mix and match. You winning. All right, you got health issues. All right, you shouldn't be eating this. You shouldn't be eating that. Don't eat that then. It's a million other things to eat that's good as I don't know what. So you still ain't going to be missing nothing. That's what's going to make it more exciting, because you got to get creative if you got any type of health issues and figure some stuff out and make it work. Now you like, I ain't even know this was going to go with this. This tastes good. Now you got your whole household on it. Now you got your whole household on it. I told you, I don't be playing. Like, my stuff be... I don't be playing, y'all. I don't be playing. I don't play. This is from early. It was just like, probably about a handful amount in here. So I probably ate a little bit over a handful. I just take some out now and just put them in another bag, and then I just get my certain amount, because I used to go through these. Y'all know what I used to show y'all. So even I'm showing y'all this to show, like, I be making tweaks. I'm telling y'all. Yeah. So yeah, this is just from earlier. Yep. I finished my last meal right before I jumped on this live. Like, I just walked out of where I was walking from when I was telling y'all the story. Ate, let my phone charge up. I just bought another charger. Just bought another charger, so this one's working pretty good, charged up quick. Matter of fact, this charged up real quick. This phone on 80%. So I think I was telling y'all on another live, I had been meaning to stop. Well, actually, I was gonna go to Amazon, but today I've been so busy. Y'all, tell y'all I've been working on stuff, and I got big projects going, and I've been so busy. I've been up to 2, 3 in the morning, and still getting up at 8 for the past 2 weeks. Not every day, but about 4 days, 5 days out the week. But it's worth it. I'm making progress, y'all. I'll get it in. And notice I'm still on the live. I'm still pushing stuff through. I'm still on the live like twice a week, 2 videos a week. I think last week it was 1 video a week, but I made it up by jumping on a live, kind of to make up for a video. That way y'all can feel my presence. We can feel each other's presence. But notice, even when I'm telling y'all I've been busy, I've been productive, notice I'm telling y'all while I'm still on here doing what I'm supposed to do. So it ain't like I'm MIA. No, I'm on here. So even if I'm tired, I'm on here telling y'all I'm tired, meaning I'm still working. Now, the good thing about it, now tomorrow, it's going to be a straight, smooth day. So I'm like, and that's what we do this for. So I bunched everything in. Instead of doing this part and doing this and splitting this up for this day and got to do some stuff tomorrow, it's about to be smooth sailing. So once I get off the live, I got one thing I got to do, but that's going to be laid back for me to do. And shoot, it's a wrap. Monday the holiday, so I get to sit back and do me. But even though I'm going to be working on some stuff, but my working on stuff is going to be some laid back stuff. But I'm talking about what I'm working on. Yeah, it's on that tip, y'all. I get it in. I don't be playing. And I'm just telling y'all so y'all can feel its energy and y'all can take it and run with it. Just like y'all might mention some stuff or do some stuff, I'm gonna take it. I'm telling y'all, I lock and load on whatever. Once a person give me some energy, I start making some stuff happen with it. I try to figure out what can I do with it. How can I, use it for value? And bam, because y'all got to think everybody ain't trying to have y'all win. So when you around it and you seeing it, you better be taking advantage of it in a good way. You got to lock and load. Because that person, me or you, can be the same, having the same hateful energy as the next person out here, not wanting people to succeed. You get blessed because you giving. But you don't want to just be giving out here to people that's taking advantage. You want to be giving because you felt like it, whatever they do with it. Cool, this person asked for $1 at the gas station. Here's some change. Here, whatever you do with it, your habits, bad habits, keep it moving. I done my part. I wanted to get that to you. It ain't you wanted. You making me get that to you. I wanted, you asked me, but I still wanted to give it to you. Man, right here on the four-wheeler with the helmet. Usually you don't even see that. This dude got his helmet on the four-wheeler. Y'all know these dudes ain't out here riding four-wheelers with helmets on. They ain't even riding a motorcycle with helmets on. He got his on, taking a shortcut through the alley. Let me see. Basically, you can. Yep. Women wearing hair. Their backs is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, man. Tell me about it, man. Everything is really just what people see. You do what you see. Like, as long as they ain't messing with me, I just be like, well, even if I say what I say, they still gonna do them as long as they ain't bothering me or nobody. Cool, but we all gonna say what we say and think what we gonna think, because it's just natural for us to do that. Some people just take it too far. They say what they say, point, say something to the person, frown. I'm like, bro, like, I get it. Maybe I frown too, but you right in the person's face, making it known that you dislike whatever. They don't care about what you dislike. They living their life. You kind of just got to see it and act like you don't see it and keep it moving, but still say what you going to say to yourself and keep it moving. Yep. But life is beautiful, y'all. I'm enjoying it, y'all. I appreciate everybody that be coming on a live. Raphael, that shit is cute to be. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you, yeah. Yep. And then you got people, Raphael, people stay on, negative stuff. Like, we see it, I get it. We all talk about it. We all mention it in some type of way. I get it. But the biggest difference is when people stay on it every day, all day, and they not even being out here productive. Some people are productive, but don't realize the reason why they ain't at their next level of productive, especially health, is because they that shit taking all their energy. That shit take a lot of energy just by them talking about it. That's burning calories. It's draining you. Your thoughts. And what she do now? What he do now? Hey, y'all, let me mention something. Like, man, I just thought about this, man. I was up yesterday, I don't know, to 2, 3 in the morning, man. I was working on what I was working on, right? Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate everybody that's joining the chat and being a part of a good community. I really appreciate y'all. It ain't just about me, it's about all of us. We all gonna win. We all are winners. But I was doing something. Oh, somebody sent me a message and I thought I responded, but I didn't, or something like that. It was on TikTok. Man, I came across this lady live. I pressed follow just so I can kind of get back on the story. Now, I'm not prejudiced. I just go with the flow as long as the energy right. I done said this before. It's all good with me. I'm just saying the lady was a black lady. That's why I wanted to say that first. This lady was a black lady, y'all. Her dad was a soldier. And They kicked down his door. It was some white cops. Like I say, I'm not prejudiced. Notice I said the lady was black. It was a white cop. I'm just giving y'all the description so y'all can kind of keep up with the story. I'm gonna try to keep it simple. They kicked down his door, and she say this happened before Floyd. I remember because she kept repeating it as people was coming into the live. My dad was killed. I don't want to say that word. My dad was, taken away from this world before the Floyd incident. That's what she kept saying as people kept coming into the live. She wanted to keep everybody up, with the story. She said my dad was taken from this world before Floyd. I think that happened about 218 before the big, C word thing in 2020. Anyway, she said they kicked down his door, which was the popo. All right, that's the word she was using, so I'm using it. She said the popo kicked down that door. They say they found her dad unalive, unresponsive. The death certificate that she had was fake, meaning that the coroner never came out and said the body was deceased. She went to court. The judge was nasty. The judge said, oh, it's a fake death certificate. Looked over at one of the other people in the court, I forgot what was their rank or their position, and said, oh, is that one real? Okay, well, now that you have this one, Miss So-and-so, are you satisfied now? Like, being nasty to her. They say they found the popo, right? It was a hate crime. That's what I'm getting at. They say they found him unalive. They say there's something about the chain on the door. Y'all know how the doors had a little chain to where when you open it, you can peek. And then you got to shut it and then take the chain off. They say they saw him, found him unalive. But they took pictures of the scene, and the picture showed the door under the dad's body. So the daughter was, being an investigator and contacting the police and the popo and all this type stuff and giving her, like, we ain't dumb, like, well, if they found him unalive, how is the door up under my dad? That means he was standing when they came in. I'm like, yeah, this that makes sense. It was some type of tussle, whatever. They kicked in the door. They came in. The dad, he looking and he said what he said or whatever, and they done what they done. The dad fell backwards or however way it went, and he landed on the door. And, man, they said she said his private part was cut off, and he didn't even have a bottom lip. Y'all gotta think. I'm listening to this. It was 2 or 3 in the morning. It was past 1. I know that for sure. Because I was up working on a project, and I was just trying to figure out some stuff and get this last part of it finished. Man, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was on a live for so long, y'all, listening to it, man. The hospital was involved. The coroner people was involved. Everybody, when she was calling this number and telling her or them what she knew, she said they was hanging up on her. Don't you contact us no more. Don't you this, don't you that. Then she had a court date with her and her siblings. Didn't even know it. But she had a dream that her dad was about to be buried. And she woke up out the dream and called her sister or brother, and some told her to call the coroner office or something like that, y'all. So she called, and she was like, yeah, do you know anything about a Mr. So-and-so, which is her dad's name? He said, yeah, yeah, you got a court date, or call the judge or whoever she called, y'all. I forget. But yeah, you got a court date for so-and-so, so-and-so. She say, well, I was never subpoenaed. My sisters and them brothers, we never got the subpoena, right? We never got subpoenas. So the person that she was on the phone with said, well, if you send me your email, I'll send you, you know, the information or whatever, and you send me the email with your this on it. She say she ain't even have to send her this. She just sent him the email, and he sent the court date, and she read the documents, and it had the court date on it, and it said the funeral home was like, yeah, we would like the release of the body. We don't want the siblings to have no rights to the body because we are invested in the body. I swear that's what she was reading, y'all. So the funeral home was pretty much shut off that the daughters and the sons didn't have no rights because they invested in the body because it was sitting in the morgue, and they had racked up like 75,000. I remember that number, 75,000. So I'm like, man, this can't be real, man. And this lady was going on and on and on. I'm gonna check out the story. She said the story's on YouTube. I had to press follow. That way I can go back to my TikTok and go into follows and remember the name, because I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I remember the picture or the name once I get to seeing what's what, and it should be at the top because that's a recent follow. Because I say, man, this is deep. So pretty much nobody is helping this lady, y'all. Nobody is helping this lady. Nobody. I'm like, this can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be real. And this is something new. And this is something new to happen. Don't forget, this is around 2000, before the Floyd. She said, yeah, my dad was unalive before Floyd thing. So I'm guessing this was 2017, 2018. But nobody's trying to help this lady, y'all. It was one of the most saddest. People coming into that live commenting, like, people's mind was blown. Different races, like white, black, like, it was so many people coming into that live, y'all. The lady voice alone made you stay on the live. And my dad, this how she's, and my dad, he was a soldier. My dad was a soldier. And then they did him like that. They unalived my dad. My dad didn't deserve that. And they removed his private, and he didn't have a bottom lip. And my dad was unalived before Floyd. My dad, we went to court, and they told me that I had to do this, and I was not about to do that because you was involved in my dad's unalivement. Like, the lady voice made you stay. I woke up thinking about that, y'all. Man, that's sad, man. Evil, man. Evil. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, that's why I focus so much on health, because if you don't focus on your health, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, of course, that leads to your finances being stable because you locked and loaded. Like, you know, you just emotionally, I'm telling you, if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for us. The world is evil, so whoever you thinking is by your side, not really even by your side. The world is evil. The world is evil, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, it's somebody out here who you think you cool with, just as evil as those guys who went in there and unalived that person. This is a hate crime, but I'm talking about it's somebody that we around, family member, a friend that, you know, y'all still cool, but it ain't like how it used to be. I'm telling y'all, like, these people are out here around us, and they probably some of the nicest, coolest people. Yeah. You need to focus, y'all, because when life is over, it's over. You need to know you lived your best life. That's why I'm always telling people, focus on health. The more you focus on health, the more everything gonna get. The more you focus on health and everything get better, the more you gonna start. Next thing you know, you like, nah, I finally went to my favorite place that I wanted to go to, state or countrywide. You know what I'm saying? State or countrywide. You finally went there. Why? Because now you really absorbing this energy and wondering what took you so damn long to go. It's environment, y'all. It's environment. It's people. Like, it's draining. Like, people after your energy. Like, people get mad at you because you smile too damn much. People get mad because your walk got so much energy in it. People don't like that. They went in there and unalived that guy. That's some evil ass shit, man. Don't matter the race. It's evil. I just named what was involved in this case. Because it was another case that was showing up, and it was a white guy. I'm just giving y'all the description. It was a white guy who his daughter had his baby. Sick, sad, the most disgusting thing ever. His daughter was this years old, y'all. What's that? Middle school? It's how old his daughter was, or is. And her stomach like this. And it's his kid. That's why I say TikTok, I don't do social media, but y'all know I got businesses, so my stuff is on every platform. But it's always something to catch my attention. It reminds me of like how messed up the world is, y'all. How sick the world is. Saw another post. There's some blacks against some other blacks. Like, they done got into it over some stupid stuff. Like, this person and unalived this other one. Like, all over just a parking spot. A parking spot. Just yesterday, y'all, I'm driving down the street, headed toward the area I'm in right now. I see an accident at a four-way intersection. I didn't see the accident, but I saw the accident like after it happened. And as I'm turning, because the accident like right here, and I gotta kind of turn, so I'm kind of like looking, and I'm looking kind of back, and the one dude pissed, like, he pissed. It's like 3 cars kind of like that's involved. And as I'm passing, I hear the one guy like, bro, it ain't, yeah, but old girl, she having a seizure. So I guess whoever wasn't at fault, old girl smacked into the back of him, and then the other guy hit the other car that was about to turn in the turn lane. But he explained it to my man, hey bro, like, she's having a seizure. That's more than likely why she smacked into you. Like, she's out of it. Like, so, and I'm looking, I see the lady. She's like this. Eyes rolling in the back of her head. I would have got out and assisted. It was already enough people around them assisting. So it wouldn't have made sense. You already got like 6 to 8 people. Like, it just wouldn't have made sense. Like, but I'm like, man. I was on my way to where I was on my way to, ran in there, but ran back out, and I drove back past the scene, because it was like right up the street. It was like 5 minutes from me. Not even that. It was like 2 blocks, so a couple minutes. Anyway, She made it because she was on a stretcher. They got out the car and she was sitting up on the stretcher. So she, probably gave her oxygen and done whatever they had to do. But yeah, but that just kind of like got me thinking, y'all, like, what if this lady was on a bridge? Like, what if she was on a freeway? Like, what if she was in a school zone and she started having this seizure and kids is all out and it's like, oh man, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm trying to avoid as much stuff as possible, y'all. Let me just say this and I'm gonna get off here. Anybody got any questions, I ask them. Health, illnesses, fitness, protein, life, I answer it. But I just want to say this, like, the reason why I'm so locked and loaded into, like, it's the EMS, I'm sure y'all just heard it. Hopefully the person make it, whatever they going to. But I'm telling y'all, life is happening out here, y'all. And why it's happening, we got to be locked and fucking loaded. I'm telling y'all. And guess what's the number one thing that you can have in your toolbox? Your health. Your health. But I appreciate y'all joining this live. Any questions? Raphael, always appreciate you jumping on here. I appreciate you staying true. I stay true also. Don't nothing go unnoticed. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything, man. Any questions on here for anybody? It's getting dark too. I want to get off here before y'all can't see me. It's a little light coming from this building right here. But any questions for y'all? Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all know anybody want to be part of a community and a part of people being positive, going up and forward and not back and down, have them check this channel out. We all about peace. We all about motivation. We all about high energy. And we doers, not talkers. We doers, not talkers. Any questions? It's your boy, D Weezy. We out. I'll catch y'all on the next one.